and we've invited Secretary Mayorkas to come, as you say. It's crickets. We haven't heard anything. Vice President Kamala Harris has been invited to go to the border. Nothing. 55 days ago, as we do this, she was named the czar of the border. She was supposed to secure the border and resolve the crisis. Instead, she went to the northern border. She went down to Guatemala. We need them to get here, talk to members of Congress. We need to find a resolution. We know the resolution. We know the solutions. There were the policies under the Trump administration. That's where we need to get back to, Brian.
Absolutely, Andy. Thank you. We're going to keep working until we secure this border.
Absolutely right.
All right, joining us now to discuss, Congressman Andy Biggs from Arizona. Congressman, what do you hope to accomplish? What kind of message are you trying to send?
Well, first of all, Bob and Heather, thanks for having me. But I'll tell you, the number one message is this is a border crisis caused by the Biden administration, perpetuated by Secretary Mayorkas. I think Secretary Mayorkas needs to resign. He needs to be moved along. This is not getting better. It's actually getting worse day by day, and the Biden administration is ignoring it completely. Yeah, I thank heavens for you guys, because you are covering it. It is beyond a catastrophe. It's a humanitarian crisis. It's a national security issue, and it could be solved actually very quickly if the Biden administration would start implementing and following the law and reinstitute policies that have been in place.
Since you brought up Secretary Mayorkas, let's get your reaction to him not appearing to know his own department's data when testifying last week. Listen to this.
Do you know how many children arrive with caretakers who are not their parents? Do you have any numbers related to that?
Mr. Chairman, I don't have those numbers with me. I would welcome the opportunity to see whether we collect that data and circle back with.
Can I point out that was a Democrat asking him that?
Right. Yeah. I think Democrats are fed up with the lack of action on the part of the administration as well down at the border, and I bet you know those numbers.
Yeah, you have well over 20,000 unaccompanied children in custody today. They're in custody for an average of about 20 days, 20 to 24 days, and then they're released into the interior to some sponsor that has not been, in my opinion, adequately vetted. That's what's going on. And for him to say, we need to check and find out whether we collect that kind of data, that's absurd. That he knows they collect that kind of data. I cannot believe he doesn't know what the data is, first of all, but even worse, that he thinks that perhaps they don't even collect this data. That we have record numbers of children coming into this country illegally every day. And for months, we've been leading that and breaking these records. And that's just remarkable, quite frankly.
All right, it's been nearly 60 days since the Vice President, Kamala Harris, was tapped to be not officially the border czar. I don't know that that's her title, but that's what a lot of us referred to her as. House Republicans sent a letter demanding a meeting, saying this in part: the crisis at the southern border is a creation of the radical policies of the Biden-Harris administration. Because President Biden has delegated leadership in this area to you, we respectfully request a meeting prior to April 30th, 2021 to discuss how the Biden-Harris administration plans to end this unprecedented border catastrophe. And of course, it's past that date right now, sir. Yeah,
and we haven't heard from her. But in the meantime, she's gone up to the northern border. She's gone down to Guatemala. They failed to reinstitute the provisions of the Remain in Mexico policy and those programs with the Northern Triangle states of Guatemala, Honduras, and El Salvador that were so successful at slowing the flow down. And in the meantime, my guess is she doesn't know that there are multiple sectors and multiple different places and the way they are handled on the border. So you've got the Rio Grande Valley, which is very, very different than the San Diego, El Centro, Yuma, Tucson sectors, El Paso, et cetera. She's not going to know any of that stuff, and she cannot appreciate, quite frankly, how bad this problem is until you've gone to these facilities and seen whether it's unaccompanied minors that are overcrowded, or whether you're seeing single adult males in facilities that are designed for 60, that you have 250 of them in that place. And what they're doing, Bob and Heather, is they're focusing on transitioning people efficiently and quickly into the interior of the United States instead of securing the border. And that is why Mayorkas has got to go, quite frankly, and Kamala Harris has got to get to the border and see this and understand something that she is unwilling to understand.
Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, we're real news for real people.